Is this the best skin tint out there? Is it going to help our makeup last all day for summer? Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to be coming with you to actually do a trying new product from CoverGirl. So this is from their Clean Fresh line. It is a blurring skin tint SPF 20. I have not tried complexion stuff from CoverGirl in seriously forever, so I'm really excited to actually try this out. Originally, if you had seen in my new makeup releases, I was not going to try this one out. They only currently have this available on Amazon. I was gonna pass because I don't necessarily buy things from Amazon. I don't have an Amazon subscription. I ended up having something that I was going to purchase from Amazon, and I thought, let's go ahead and throw this in the cart because, you get the free shipping. So that is why we are trying this out, and I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and just talk through some of the things about this foundation or the claims. So this is a weightless liquid foundation with a soft matte finish that smooths and blurs the appearance of pores. First off, I want to kind of state, as it said, it is a liquid foundation, even though it looks like they're just calling this a blurring skin tint. So it is infused with 2% niacinamide, licorice root extract, and bamboo extract. This foundation hydrates skin for up to 24 hours. Buildable coverage without making acne worse or clogging pores while fading the appearance of post-acne marks. It does contain broad spectrum SPF 30. Mineral sunscreen protects against harmful UVA, UVB rays. Dermatologically tested, clean vegan formula. If any of you know, I don't believe that is a claim that is legit. Whenever somebody says clean, it's just kind of more a buzzword. They are saying it is suitable for all skin tones and types, for all skin types, including oily and acne prone, so formally without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and mineral oils. So that is pretty cool. The one bummer, at least what I could find, I cannot find much information about this, as like I said, it is only on Amazon. I'm just gonna say they don't make it very easy to purchase, which is very kind of frustrating. The only information I could find is that it is available, I believe, in 14 adaptable shades is what they are saying. I don't necessarily love that. When I had talked about it in my new makeup releases, it did look like there was, I think, maybe 18 shades. So I'm a little bummed that it's 14, if that is in fact the case. They have this little chatbot thing on Amazon that pops up and was like, do you have any questions about this product? So I kind of just typed that in there, and that's what it told me, but that could just be an AI thing that's making it up. So I don't know for sure. And again, trying to check out CoverGirl, their website. I don't know why this product is so under wraps except on Amazon. It's a little frustrating, but I still, wanted to talk about it and play with it with you. So let's go ahead, dive on in to I'm probably going to do, I believe, probably a 2-day kind of wear test with this. If I feel I want to try some additional stuff with it, I will. First day wear test, which is today. I do not have any primer. I'm not using any setting powder. I am just going to be filming a video after this one and then probably just wash my makeup off. So more we're doing this to see how it applied. Obviously, I'm sure you can see it did apply, I think, pretty well. Looks pretty even. So that will be day 1. Day 2 is going to be probably applying. I might speed through that-ish. I still want to show you how I'm applying it. But then I will be working over an 8-hour shift at work, and then we'll come back at the end of the day to see how the skin is looking. So let's go ahead and get started with day number 1. So for the first kind of play around to see how I feel this product is going to work, I want to do kind of a little bit of dodge to see how I feel the product blends, and then we can go ahead and build up. I will be doing 2 different applications, so one with a makeup beauty sponge that is damp, and then I will also be using a stippling brush, any kind of buffing brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and first shake it up like the directions say, and then I'm gonna squeeze out a little bit. It does feel, honestly, pretty much like a traditional foundation. I'm not getting any smell or anything from the product. I really just want to see if this will help to cover redness. I do have it more applied, I would say, in a more full coverage on my forehead, and it did apply really well there, but I want to kind of just see first how the lighter coverage will look. So I'm just going in with the makeup sponge. And so far, I would say it's applying a really nice even layer to the skin. I almost like the fact that when they say that this is adaptable to the skin, All I can really think about with that is if you sheer it out more, it's going to blend in with more skin tones. But I feel like for myself already, I would like to do a bit more of coverage. But I just wanted to show you as is. I hope you can see this. It does look like this product does dry down pretty fast. So I am still able to blend it out, but it did dry down relatively fast. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it how I would normally would. I'm going to go in with a second layer. And so far that I can see, I completely agree with what it says of the soft matte. This is going to be just a first wear test. It'll be doing an additional one. But so far, I think this is looking really good. It's covering all the redness. I feel like it's blending in well with my skin tone. Let me go ahead and do a little more for our other side with the brush. Dipping in with our stipple brush. Stipple it and then buff. It does feel very lightweight, so I think this is going to be really nice, hopefully for summer. Tomorrow is really going to be our main wear test with this because I will be working a full shift, so we will actually be able to see how it wears throughout the day, if it gets shiny, greasy, oily, all of that stuff. So for day 2, I'm thinking I want to try out our foundation with a primer, at least on half my face, just to kind of see. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Niacinamide Clean Primer. I prefer kind of a serum-y, sticky kind of primer, so I'm just going to apply it as I normally would, except I'm only going to apply it on half of my face, which is going to feel weird. So for today's wear test, I'm just going to be doing the sponge method. I just find that that's my kind of preferred method for my foundation. I'm just going to apply this all over the face. I am not going to be setting it just because I want to see how well it does. We possibly might be doing a day 3 if we need to, where we'll set it with powder just to see if that helps, you know, longevity and all of that more. So I'm just going to finish up the rest of my face, and then I will see you at the end of my workday. Alright, so here I am several hours later. I'm going to say it's at least been 8, if not probably 9, going on 10 hours, and I don't know if you can see. I think this actually looks really good. Let me get a mirror just to examine. I would definitely say, hopefully you can see a bit. I am like a little bit shiny, but not overly. If my cheeks look shiny, I am wearing like a highlighter, so that's what that is. I did powder a little bit around my lips just because my lips always tend to like bleed out, so I felt like that was going to be an issue regardless. As for primer, do I feel like the different sides look that different? Honestly, not really. I feel like they look pretty much just the same. The worst would probably be, I feel like my forehead, where I don't know if you can like see, my brows are kind of moving upwards a bit, but that is because I don't have brows, and they kind of just, as the day goes on, that happens. The nose also doesn't look great. It's eating it up, but I don't even think like is in terms of primer side or not that matters. I was wearing sunglasses though, so that could have been an issue. And then I did notice a little bit underneath my eye that my shadow started to kind of crease. But again, I feel like these are things that, at least in my opinion, I probably would have normally powdered in those areas. So kind of take that in consideration. All in all, I'm going to say I think this is a really good product. I actually really do like it. I did forget to say earlier, if hopefully I mentioned it, it does have SPF 30. I don't personally think that is enough for all day. I mean, obviously you're supposed to reapply SPF anyways, and you would have to use probably quite a bit of this product to get the actual SPF that you are looking for. So I would still recommend putting on an SPF underneath, but it is still nice just to have an extra layer. Does not hurt. But all in all, I do like this foundation. Biggest con still is going to be, in my opinion, I feel like the shade selection needs to be a lot better. 16 shades. Granted, hopefully when it, releases to the masses and it's not just on Amazon, hopefully it gets to Ulta, available Target, Walmart, other places. Hopefully the shade range is better. Granted, again, going back to it, and hopefully I showed you, I can try to pop in a photo here. I don't think that they did not cover their bases as in terms of like going into deep, but I think that there is a large range of undertones missing. The fact they're saying this can kind of like adjust, I don't agree with that. I think this is too full coverage, in my opinion, to do that. Like, I think you can see looking at me. I have a good layer of foundation. You saw in the beginning, like, my skin is pretty red without it. I think this definitely does have a good amount of coverage if you want that. It's just, I worry having such a limited shade selection of 16, if people are going to be able to find their shade, especially without having to mix. That's my only, like, biggest worry. But if you are able to find your shade, $14 for a good, nice foundation, I don't think is bad. So I definitely, you know, like I said, kind of recommend it. I think kind of, you know, ponder it, think about it if you have been curious about this, and if you are able to go somewhere probably like an Ulta that possibly might allow you to test it. I don't fully know. I think it'd be great. I was able to match myself pretty easily online though with this, and when I kind of hold it up to my skin, I think it matches pretty decent. So, you know, again, just try to see if you might be lucky. But I think that is all that I wanted to talk about with this. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. I had a lot of fun testing this one out and would love to come back and test more, possibly more foundations for you in the future. So definitely subscribe if you did enjoy this content. I would absolutely love to have you here. I feel like I barely talk about it, but we are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. We are now at, I think, 902 last time I checked, and that is just crazy. Like, you know, I can't believe we're getting there. So I'm gonna keep on going, keep continuing hard. Again, definitely, like I said, to subscribe. I absolutely would love to have you here, and I will see you on my next one. Okay, bye.